So I'm going to start with the issue of peace. That would be the theme of my presentation. And I'm going to finish later on, at the end of the session, with the issue of toilet. So that's the promise that I'm giving you, a very colorful presentation. We discussed it actually in the backstage, whether it will be implied or not to talk about toilet. But there's a great philosopher in the name of Nobu-san who actually said that, everyone can live without Apple phone, but no one can live without toilet. Anyway, so since we're talking about the Japan-ASEAN relations, I think it would be fitting to frame my conception of what is an ideal society, the kind of society that we're going to build, that we would like to build on that perspective. So this is a picture of a Peace Village initiative. It is an initiative that we started at the Wahid Foundation, and later on, the UN Women, it's a UN body that is in charge of the women's affairs and empowering women in the world. Later on, UN Women jump on board and help us scale up the case, the operations into more than 30 villages in Indonesia. And the project's actually partly funded by Japanese government. So I think it's fitting to actually elaborate on my conception, or our conception of ideal society through the lens of the Peace Village. The Peace Village initiative itself is an initiative that tries to create resilience in the society by utilizing several pillars. The first one is economic empowerment. And the second one is training on conflict prevention and peace building mechanism. The third one is women empowerment. And the fourth one is training on the issue of environment. So when we look at this lens of Peace Village, this is the kind of society that we want to build. The ideal society, in my opinion, is a society that is equitable, that is sustainable, that is peaceful, compassionate, and also knowledgeable. A society in which we value diversity, we value fairness, we value inclusivity, where no one is left behind, where everyone is given the same opportunities, whether they are women, men, whether they come from different religious backgrounds, ethnicities, race, as well as socioeconomic backgrounds. Everyone is given the same fair opportunities. And also a society that promotes social justice, society that also puts an emphasis and loves on the protection of the environment, society that puts efforts to mitigate the climate issues, the climate change issues, society that is trying to transition to a more cleaner energy, society that fosters dialogue, society that tries to prevent conflict, society that chose to cooperate and collaborate rather than engage in conflict, society that invests in education and scientific research and promote creativity, innovation, and also